The biggest lie about Facebook ads is that they are all the same, that all accounts are equal, all accounts behave the same and act the same. And I'm here to tell you that just is not true. And the reason I know this certifiably 100% is because you can take the exact campaigns, the exact ad sets, the exact same ads, copy them across 5 different ad accounts with or without the same pixel, doesn't matter, and you're going to get wildly different results. Let me ask you a question. If ad accounts all behave the same and acted the same, why are you getting different results doing the exact same thing? Now, I'm not trying to say Facebook is doing anything nefarious or necessarily wrong because that's probably not true. They're trying to make it a great product, the best product they can. How they go about that? Well, we can have room for disagreement about that. But what I believe is that Facebook has many different algorithms. You've got your core algorithm, which basically functions more or less the same across all your ad accounts, but then you have other smaller adaptions, things that are different, things that are tweaked, because Facebook wants to see, how do I get the best result for my advertisers? How do I get the best user experience for the people on the platform while making the most money? And so I've seen this on so many ad accounts that I run, I put my money behind, and I manage on behalf of clients. You can try multiple different structures, segment them out across different accounts, but the absolute truth is that Facebook does have different algorithms and they're spread out across different accounts. I'm not just talking 5 different algos, 10 different algos. We're talking hundreds, potentially, maybe even thousands. It's probably run by AI at this point, and it's just like we're in our ads tweaking and testing. The algorithm is constantly tweaking and testing and refining. It's got constants and variables. The hard part is, how do you know if your ad account is a constant or a variable? Truth is, you can't really know. There's not a way. So, what I've done and how I have adapted is I start largely the same with one campaign, with testing out the water, seeing how things go, seeing how people react and engage with my ads and my content. And then I modulate from there. So I had one campaign I'm working on with a smaller audience at the moment. It's a very niche kind of market. And we started at $100 a day and began scaling up 150, 200. I noticed results were dropping off. Now, there are some out there with the philosophy that the more ad spend and data that you give to a specific ad, the better it'll do. That's true, depending on the kind of algorithm that you have. But in this account, there was nothing, not a thing that we could do to get ad spend farther and get better results. And CPA was going through the roof. I noticed that the quality of customer that was coming in was decreasing. So I said, okay, let's pull this back. And I pulled it all the way to $50 a day. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, sales galore. Cost per acquisition came to 25% of what it was spending, like $150, $200 a day. And so I said, that's interesting. Let's try something here. I duplicated the entire campaign and I kept the best ads running. Lo and behold, this is doing even better now than the first campaign with the CPA even lower. And so I tell you this because there are so many people out there who just say, follow this plan, use this exact method, and it works. But then you try it in some different ad accounts and it just completely blows up. It's not that person's fault. It works well for them. But unfortunately, success does not carry over into every ad account, every campaign, every ad set, every ad. This is why the best media buyers are the ones who are constantly testing, constantly evolving, and consistently refining what they're doing. So, my process today is I want to figure out as soon as possible, what kind of algorithm am I working with? Am I working with an algorithm that wants to see big centralized spend and go as far as possible, because there are accounts that do that? Or am I working with an algorithm that wants to divest spend into multiple different campaigns and have lots of smaller campaigns or lots of smaller ad sets? That's one of the things that I'm looking at. So next time you hear somebody say, "Oh, all accounts are the same and act the same," just know that's not exactly true.